Okay, hello everyone. I'm Colton Dale. I am second vice president of the Grosse Pointe Democratic Club, and right now I am virtually sitting down with Jessica Thompson. Jessica, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
All right. So my name's Jess, as Colton said. I am the Detroit District Field Director for an organization called Progressive Turnout Project. So I'm just, here running our field operations for the 2020 cycle.
Great. So the Progressive Turnout PAC, tell us what does that PAC do? What is the story? What is the mission?
Mhm. So the main mission of Progressive Turnout Project is basically just to drive turnout in the election this fall. We believe that high Democratic turnout is the best way to ensure we take back the White House, we flip the Senate, and we hold the House. So we are targeting inconsistent Democratic voters all over the state, but definitely very strongly here in the Metro Detroit area to make sure we can get them out to vote in November. So we kind of utilize a three-touch system where around July, August, we'll be going out and trying to get that first contact, get people to sign a card to commit to vote. And then later that card will be sent back to them, reminding them of their commitment, showing them where their polling place is, so on and so forth. And then we'll also be texting them the day of, just reminding them, hey, today's election day, make sure you get out there and vote. So and we have found when we measure the people we've talked to against some of the control groups, so people that we haven't talked to, on average, we're able to raise the turnout by 10%. So we know this works. So we're just trying to implement it as much as we can in this election, and hopefully, we get Democrats in office.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So tell me, what is the origin of this organization? And I think I remember it has a Grosse Pointe backstory to it a little bit.
It does. It does. So our founder is a guy named Alex Morgan, and he is from Grosse Pointe. I'm not exactly sure where. I wish I could answer that for you. But he moved to Chicago sometime after finishing his degree. And then in 2016, after the election, there was this kind of, man, we have to do something about this. How do we make sure Democrats are getting out to vote? We have to solve this turnout problem. Since turnout was such a big deal in 2016. And so he started PTP with a good friend of his. Their first run was in 2018, and they were in 18 different House races across the nation. And that's where all of our data comes from. And yeah, in the 2018 midterms, they were able to increase turnout in those districts by 10%.
Wow. Okay, that's a cool little backstory. It's nice to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that a big national organization like this has a Grosse Pointe link to it.
Yeah. There's
So,
quite a few folks, sorry, there's
oh,
quite a few folks from Michigan actually in Chicago working for us right now. So it is kind of cool. It is a little Michigan based.
yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. So I recall from our first conversation that you guys are currently looking for a campaign office right now. Is that correct?
Yes. So I'm going to head the Detroit office, but we're going to have three Metro Detroit offices. One will ideally be somewhere maybe in Troy or Madison Heights, but that's going to be the North Detroit office. And then we'll also have one maybe in Livonia, and so that's going to be the West Detroit office. But right now I'm looking for our Detroit proper office. Haven't really found one yet, but we're looking in the Midtown Eastern Market area. And it is looking like it'll be my office that's going to cover Grosse Pointe. So I'm your guy.
So we'll be seeing a lot of you this year, hopefully.
That's the goal. You should see us around. There'll be about 20 field reps working out of our office. We'll have like white or blue PTP shirts, so you should be able to spot us pretty easily walking around the neighborhood. So, if you see any of us, feel free to say hi. Probably a little tired out knocking 8 hours a day, so definitely say hi.
Yeah, that's great. So I know that organizations like ours, the Grosse Pointe Democratic Club and PTP, we cannot exactly coordinate closely or directly, but tell me, what are some ways that organizations like ours can be partners with each other?
Mhm. So you're right. The GP Dems are on like the coordinated side of politics, and Progressive Turnout Project as a PAC and an independent expenditure have to be on the uncoordinated side. So basically, what that means is we can only share public information. So nothing that we wouldn't be posting on our own, Facebooks or Twitters can basically be shared between the organizations. No strategy, anything like that. But the main thing that we can do together is just raise awareness for this cause, make sure we're getting people to turn out to vote. But then the other big thing is we're looking for 20 field reps right now, and I know there's a lot of people involved in Grosse Pointe, involved in organizing and politics, and so we're really just trying to work those networks, find out who those people are, so that we can be successful this year.
Right, absolutely. Obviously, everybody knows this is a crucial year. The big 2020 presidential election. Democrats are going to try to keep the House, take back the Senate, take back the White House. We definitely have our work cut out for us. I guess I want to end on what are any other things that you want our GP Dems membership to know, or any closing statement?
I mean, honestly, it really just comes down to, getting those field rep positions filled for me. Grosse Pointe traditionally is quite a high turnout area. So, our involvement there isn't going to be as heavy as it probably will be in other areas of Detroit, to be fair. But you know what, looking for those people who have experience doing this, people who are trusted within their community, that's what's going to make our canvassing this year effective. People who, are a friendly face, like maybe they're a neighbor or something. That's going to be much more effective at the doors than somebody who's, not from here at all. So that's what it really comes down to. If we can make those personal touches and those personal connections, I think we can get this in November. I think it's in the bag.
Yeah, that's great. No, I couldn't agree more. And that's a great message to end on. So Jessica, I just want to say thank you for taking some time and answering some questions. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Stay safe.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.